President Donald Trump just called the affordability crisis, the fact that most people cannot afford groceries or rent, bills, gas, etc., a Democrat scam. This is as American families are spending $700 more on per month on the essentials, groceries, gas, basic necessities since Trump took office, since he won on the platform of I'm going to lower your grocery bills day one. Look, this is not Democratic spin, okay? Okay, I'm not a shill for the Democratic Party. I don't know if you know that, but just to get that out there, okay? There's certainly a lot of things that the Democratic Party has done that I disagree with. The fact that they keep going right wing and further right wing on economics, neoliberalism, I should say, and right wing arguments on immigration. But as I said, not Democratic spin. All right, this is from the Joint Economic Committee's hard data that tracks household expenses. So please tell me, though, you're a MAGA guy, how this is fake news. Please, come at me, right? Now, look, Trump posted recently on True Social that concerns about rising prices are nothing more than a Democrat scam to make me look bad, and actually claimed that prices are falling and that the economy is the best that it's ever been. And then there was a recent cabinet meeting where he once again called affordability a Democrat scam.
But the word affordability is a Democrat scam. They say it and then they go on to the next subject. Affordability is a hoax that was started by Democrats who caused the problem of pricing. And they didn't end it when, look, they lost in a landslide. We won every swing state. We won the popular vote. We won everything.
What does that have to do with any of that? Oh, yeah, I won the swing states. And by the way, Democrat scam. It's a hoax. That does not prove your point, bro. Again, a lot of that cabinet meeting was just Trump spouting verbal diarrhea. All right, that's really it. Look, here's the thing. When families are paying $700 more a month for necessities, Trump just says, oh, that's just Democrats being mean to you. Or me, actually. Okay, yeah. No, here's a reality check. A recent Yahoo YouGov poll, all right, say that 10 times fast, shows that 49% of Americans are blaming Trump's policies for raising prices. They know who to blame. Only 24% say that his policies had lowered their costs, which these people are in the cult, okay? You cannot reach them with reality, no matter what. They'll look at higher prices and be like, these prices are lower than they were under Joe Biden, even though that's not the case, okay? And by the way, the poll shows a 2-to-1 margin, okay, on the American people saying, actually, no, my costs have gone up since Trump took over. All right. And it's, by the way, getting worse. The Joint Economic Committee data that Democrats released shows that the average U.S. family is spending $700 more on monthly necessities compared to back in January of this year. Okay. In states like Alaska, California, and Colorado, it's over $1,000 more per month for these necessities. And so let's break it down even further. Thanksgiving food prices have jumped more than 10% year over year, 3 times the overall inflation rate. So your turkey, your stuffing, cranberry sauce, whatever, costs significantly more this year than it did last year. Energy prices. I know the thing that Trump says, oh yeah, if we lower the energy prices, everything else is going to follow, right? Well, energy prices are up 10% since Trump took office in January. That's despite all the deregulation and focus on getting rid of all the climate initiatives. A lot of Trump's executive orders were getting rid of any progress that we had in making sure that we have a livable planet within the next century. Okay, got rid of a lot of those executive orders, got rid of a lot of those investments in green energy, which, by the way, costs jobs now. It costs jobs to take away the green energy initiatives. Okay, Republicans never talk about that, right? Green energy killing jobs, this environmentalism that kill jobs all the time. No, it turns out that when you take funding away from these green energy projects, you're killing jobs. To give it to who? Nobody. I mean, they're going to give the money in tax cuts to oil companies who don't actually need it. So there you go. Gas is averaging over $3 a gallon nationwide, despite Trump claiming that it would be close to $2 under his leadership. It's not the case. Again, these are not abstract statistics. This is your grocery receipt right here. Okay? This is your gas pump total. This is your heating bill. And the primary driver of a lot of this is Donald Trump's tariff policies. And not just that, but that's a primary driver, right? His tariffs on imported goods are functioning exactly like a sales tax on American consumers. It's just like we told them, people, that it would what it would be, okay? We warned them. We told everyone that this was going to happen. That, if you put random tariffs on random ass islands, you're going to see higher costs. And that's what happened. Actually, not just a random ass island, but on pretty much every country on Earth, okay? Including these random penguin-filled islands, okay? All of that's raising our costs. And that, by the way, this is why families in states with higher import dependencies, like California, are getting slammed, all right? Now, here's what should also terrify Republicans, Trump's political team. Voters are shifting blame from Biden to Trump for high prices. All right? The same people who voted for Trump because they were angry about the cost of eggs and groceries are now experiencing extreme sticker shock under Trump's policies. That's it. The Yahoo poll shows that this isn't a partisan split anymore, okay? Independent voters, the ones who swung the election, are increasingly blaming Trump's tariffs and economic decisions for their financial pain. Turns out, when you promise to make things affordable, but then families end up paying $700 more monthly within your first year, that's not a simple messaging problem. That is a fail, okay? Epic policy failure with massive real-world consequences. So now, of course, Trump's response is, you heard it, deny reality. They call it a Democrat hoax. He's gaslighting you, okay? That's it. When the facts do not support you, you attack the facts. That's authoritarianism, right? Textbook gaslighting. Trump's telling Americans that what they're experiencing isn't real and that their own financial stress is just nothing more than a Democrat conspiracy. I mean, come on. It's the same strategy that he used with COVID, election results, and January 6th. Just deny. Deny observable reality. Blame your opponents for creating it and hope that your base believes you over their own lived experiences. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, look, hey, what about the Democrats, right? They're not offering real solutions either. That's true. And you're right to demand more than just pointing out Republican failures. That said, we've seen a shift in Democratic politicians, like, for example, Zohran Mamdani, running on affordability. Okay, the most recent election in Tennessee that nearly gave a Democrat a win in the House. I mean, very, very nearly. It almost went to the Democrats. All right. They ran on affordability. Okay. Democrats all over the country are now running on this issue and this issue alone. Okay. Mostly this issue. And I think that's really, really important. All right. Now, here's the thing. Democrats are not denying that families are struggling now. They are acknowledging that they're running on policies to try to help with affordability, while Trump is literally telling them, it's not real. It doesn't exist. It's a conspiracy theory. Okay, great. And as prices continue to rise, 2025 and beyond, okay, this denial strategy is going to continue to become increasingly untenable. Not a good idea. You can call reality a Democrat scam all you want, but that $700 monthly increase, okay, it's going to show up in your bank account whether or not you believe it, okay, and whether or not what Trump posts on Truth Social. Families are going to notice that they cannot afford the same things, the same groceries they bought last year. And that is a reality that no one can escape from. If this video helped you cut through the BS and see what is really happening, then smash that like button. Every single like pushes back against the right-wing propaganda machine. I can't do this work without your support. So please check out my Patreon. Link is in the description of this video. For a few bucks a month, you can help keep this channel independent from corporate BS. So hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's keep fighting for democracy and against fascism together.